Hello everyone, welcome to this new video and this video is going to be a little bit different. This video we're going to talk about this pop-up I've recently made. It's a dancing scene with characters that you can move. Some interaction going on here. It works really well. I'm happy with how this came out. I haven't been uploading much lately, but that's because I've been working on this pop-up book very hard. So it's a lot of work. I have to do 7 pop-ups. This one is going to be part of the special edition. And it's going to be for the Shag Pop-up Party pop-up book. Shag is an artist from the United States, Josh Angle, and he makes these beautiful art compositions. And this book is going to be all about his artwork. And this scene, it's named Predators and Prey. I've built this as an interactive pop-up scene for the special edition again. And what we're going to do today is talk about how I made this, the progress it took me to get here, and all the concepts that I had to build to figure this out. So I'm going to explain that to you today in this video. It's not going to be a tutorial. And let me show you what I've set up here. I haven't really prepared any text or explanation, but we're just going to talk through this. These are all the concepts I've made. I have to walk around my tripods here, sorry. And all these steps were necessary all the way to the very first concept and test to get to this final result of this pop-up. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And what I did prepare is a little example, this here, and here I can show you how it works. So we wanted a dancing scene. A lot of Shag's art contains dancing people, which is a lot of fun. And I figured this out. It's a pull tab and a parallel movement that happens when you pull the step. And it works like this. And it's very smooth, as you can see. It also can fold flat. And what I did is I've attached a platform that holds this up. And these platform supports also are connected to the pull tab, which create this parallel action. And for the dancing scene that contains 6 characters, I've chose for a setup where they all move in a different direction. For the variation, I'll show more of that later. So that's the basic example. The very first concept I made is this one. Already with a platform on top, which also works very nice. I've been already testing how it folds in, how that works, which goes really well. So now I've got this working and I have to translate this to 6 figures, 3 on every tab. So the next step in this process was to create a tab, and this one is a bit hard to see what's going on, but I'll show it anyway. If these are held up by the platform as supports, you can see these characters rise, and maybe I can help it a little, show you how it works here. It's a bit hard to do, but let's try it anyway. There you go. So that's how it looks. So this test already looks good. And now from this step, I'm ready to try it out on a platform. So I did, which I have here. And here you have the characters with a platform covering the mechanism that's below here. 2 pull tabs. I've already added a decor here with a backdrop and some elements, decoration, surroundings. This was not added at the first stage, I did it later. This was the first concept I made with just the characters on the platform. Later on I've used the same build to experiment with the way I could solve the, the surrounding of the scene, which I will explain a bit more later. So I have my concept here with characters, but as you can see, it sort of works, but the characters really, they tilt in an angle. They're not super straight. It's also a bit rough to operate, this one. So there's a ton of work to do here to improve this all. And the most important mistake I made here was by, let me get this example back. This platform has exact the same height as the strips that are connected. I can show it better here. Let me fold this out. So when these strips, these glue tabs that are connected to the platform itself, which runs all over the surface here, are the same height as these strips, it gets in the way. So that's why these move in an angle. There's too much tension below this platform. So what was needed to make the glue tabs that hold the platform just 2 millimeters higher, and that way this can operate freely. It's also because this glue tab is on top of this layer. So this already has 2 layers. It's a double layered glue tab, pull tab, sorry. And this is on top of the base page. So this is already a bit more up. And as you can see, if you make these the same height, this is just too tall to fit below the platform. So that's why this glue tab is pulled up a bit. I did the same on the outsides. So that was the main problem with this test build. Also, there was room to improve the slot width, so these also get less friction. So after making this, I had to return back to improving the pull tab and the platform. So I end up with something silly looking like this. But as you can see, this one is a bit loose. That's because of all the testing. Let's concentrate a bit more on this one. This one is also loose. Hold on. It's all really, it's been tested 100 times. But I'm just saying that I started to get a grip. If you ignore this one, let's get this side of the page. This is less distracting. So this all looks good. This rotates, and what I also figured out in this version is how the holes are directed which way, because this one moves on the outside. Let me see if I can show that. This moves outwards and this one moves inwards here. So these all need different gaps to work within. So I also studied that, tried to improve it. As you can see, it's all a bit messy, but for me it's enough to know for sure what I'm doing. Also, at this stage, I've been working on the backdrop, which is connected here. And as you can see in this concept, I've been trying, there was only one rule. These characters, they should not interfere with the surroundings, because they will clash and hook into each other, damage the paper. So I needed to figure out a way where the whole surrounding falls in neatly and doesn't get in the way with the characters. So this seemed to be the best way. One way to explain it is that there's a diagonal slot here, which runs parallel through here. And when you open the page, it gets pulled up just by friction. And these are also connected. Those are all pulled up by the backs. So anyway, the backdrop here, which contains the characters. Let me show the original artwork, by the way. This is Predators and Prey. That's what we had to work with. As you can see, dancing people, a lot of fun here going on. And I discussed this with Roston from Popposition Press, which is the publisher of this book. And we both agreed that this is a very nice scene. The color palette is very nice with the purple and the lime green and the orange accents, but also the dancing people were perfect for this. So those are used for this mechanism, and also all the surroundings. Those are pretty easy to cut out and involve in this whole scene. So anyway, this is all a bit rough, but one thing I noticed is that this connection here and here, those are the only 2 points that hold up this whole backdrop here. And as you can see, it wants to fold in wrongly. It just isn't working really well. So one way to solve this by making these glue tabs taller. So there's more surface, more room to connect this to the backdrop. Which brings me to this study, where I've tried to perfectionize the whole scene, the whole surrounding. As you can see, this already has a very strong straight angle. And those are much taller glue tabs, which hold this really strong in position. Let me show how that works. So this is the way it folds in. This needs to go back here, otherwise it can't close, but I guess that makes sense. So this all folds in very neatly, and it doesn't interfere the characters. It all is sandwiched into this parallel position. So this project is mostly in 2 parts. It's the characters on the platform and all the surroundings. So when I figured this out, it was time to merge it all together, which is this version. Let me get it here. And as you can see, I'm already starting to use final artwork. I have the characters set up. They move really well. Let me demonstrate it here. Works nice. Maybe just a little bit of room for improvement, little stuff. I've also made some notes while making this. And yeah, this is pretty much how it's gonna be. So final version is of course the one that's in full color. This one. And I'm just happy with how it works. It folds in really neatly without any conflicts. And the operation of this is very light. It's very easy to operate. I can only hold the page with my pinkies and just operate both of them. So yeah, that's it. That's how Predators and Prey became a pop-up. And it's really, really fun. Not even to open operate, but also to just the whole scene, to study it, how it came together. I'm really proud on how I managed to maintain the composition of the scene. Mostly, as you can see, I've moved some characters to the outside, but the whole setup is mostly true to Predators and Prey. So yeah, that's it. That's the explanation video of Predators and Prey. Let me fold it out one more time. With the dancing characters. So keep an eye on my posts in the future. Maybe I'll do more videos like these, because I don't have much time to make tutorials, and I want to create some content for my channel and for you, my followers. So maybe this way I can create content, explain a bit about the book, and get you all excited about how this is going to be and how it's going to end up. And again, it's working with this artist is so much fun, and I just can't wait to show you all the rest and finally show you the complete book. So again, this is going to be part of the special edition. Keep an eye on that. Follow Pop Position Press on social media for updates about this project and where to order it or pre-order it. And we will keep you posted about how things go. And I hope this video was useful. Maybe you can use this mechanism for yourself for a fun project. Again, it's really basic. If you manage to connect this to a platform, you can already put fun stuff in this, like ballerinas or maybe ice creams, or I don't know, anything you want to make rotation with. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to follow me if you don't want to miss any updates about this project. And thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.